Hey everyone, Lensman Oz here. This is Revolution, episode 27. I'm burning through a ton of bedrock ingots. Oh, I had already turned that off. Oops. I found you just boost this up to get the temperature you need out of the blast furnace, and then you turn it off, and it slowly cools down to what you need, slowly cools down. And generally you can get a fair bit done while it's at that higher temperature. So I've moved the bedrock break around a fair bit and chewed up a bit of bedrock down there. And what I'm going to make in this episode, you can see here I've got 4 bedrock pickaxes, which obviously was 12 bedrock ingots, which it's too much material. I didn't get to make any armor. I've just made the 1 pickaxe for myself. And then these 3 are going to be used in the elevator. I need a furnace yet. So Enviromine has a mining age. I'm just going to steal this furnace for now. Enviromine has a mining age. And a lot of the stuff, you can see, look at this. A lot of the stuff that we're after is in that mining age. So to do this, I think it was this. Is that not going to work? No, try the other way around. A fairly expensive recipe, and I've never done this, so this is me flying blind. I really would have liked better armor, but I'm hoping I can get to and from reasonably quick. I mean, worst case, I'll just teleport home. My next lot of, I guess, once if I can get this working, and we get a mining age, because you know, getting minerals from the overworld here is a pain. If we can get this going, we'll see if we can quarry it. Not sure where to put this at the moment. Don't know too much about it. Hoping I can just sort of place it down and it'll be, you know, elevator must be built now. Oh, there you go. That answers that question. Well, I can't break it now. Break. Alright, I'll head down to the area down the bottom there. Hopefully I don't fall down. Once I get there, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm down the bottom here. I've turned off the turbine down here because it is obviously really loud. While I'm down here, I guess. You can see I've got a fair bit of fuel. I bring that drum down from upstairs when I make enough, and I fill up the little reservoir here and let it go. So this isn't quite down at bedrock level. We're only at 10, so I wasn't sure if I needed to get it closer down. I don't really want to put it near the turbine, because if I do have it running, I need to go backwards and forwards. It's just far too loud. Let's go down here. This is obviously going under the dungeon that's underneath where I built. Hopefully none of this falls on my head. Void monsters making his presence known. Okay, let's just try putting it here. As I said, I've never been to this age. I've probably got too much junk in my inventory for me to be going there, but at the moment, oh well. Got some jack-o'-lanterns. Let's go. Hopefully it's not too scary down here. Fingers are crossed. Okay, let's get some light down. I've just right-clicked on the elevator. Back in a tick. Alright, we're back here. I managed to get back to the overworld and promptly suffocated in a wall, which was fantastic. Just what I always wanted to do. So you can see here just how many ores and stuff there are around, but we do have mob spawning. So this could be nasty. See, you got some mobs up here. Mr. Creeper. So I kind of... Oh, really? Oh, you got a cat too. That's not good. Oh, I'm gonna die really quickly here. Dying. There we go. So you can see I'm gonna need that better armor. I don't know if I'm gonna respawn here or if I'm gonna respawn in the overworld. I'm worried. So all my stuff's now in the mining age. When I came back into the overworld, I suffocated in the wall. So that was, fantastic. So I've dug around that little elevator. I'm going to get some sort of armor. I'd love some more bedrockium armor. I'd love to get bedrockium armor. So it's going to take me a little while, but I might cut here, go and fire up my jet turbine again, and get myself some armor, because I don't need to be dying so much. And again, I'll be back. After a marathon effort, I have my armor. I kept going for a bit, got myself a shovel and a sword. I'd love to infuse this with an emerald, but I got no levels. Let's see if we can get our stuff back. Got no food with me. If we die, we die. But if I die, honestly... Yeah, dance on my corpse. Excellent. I wonder if this thing will just nail him once. Hey, buddy. Oop, don't hit my corpse. Can't hit him. How can I hit the cat? Lag? Maybe? Take all my stuff. I don't know how I ended up with a second elevator either. Take that! Sword for the win. Yeah, I ended up, when I got here and then, with the whole immediately jumping straight back, I ended up with a second elevator. I'm not sure if that's intended or not. Oh no, now look, now I've got 3. That's weird. I think there might be a small bug there. Every time I'm coming through, I'm ending up with another one. Let's get some of this junk off my hotbar. Now I've got too much junk with me. Right, so mining age. We've got, let's move this down here. I don't need that on my hotbar. So you can see all the ores and everything spawn. I think it's vanilla ore spawns here. So there's no more of that, smacking it 15 million times to just get, little pieces out. This is full vanilla Minecraft ores. Ah, that's right. This pack does have vein miner, but I need to reassign the key. Options, controls. What? Down here somewhere. Pretty sure it's got it. Unless I need to put it on the... Okay. Could have sworn this had vein miner in it. Maybe it's a I don't know. Let's change this to something else. And let's try it again. No. Perhaps it's an upgrade. I'll look into it. But yeah, so obviously we can now come in here. I reckon the next thing we work towards, especially with a mining age like this, is an RF Tools Quarry. Now they use a lot of power, so power generation will be an issue. I think just the basic clearing quarry uses about 3,000 RF a tick. I don't know what this stuff is. tungsten. Yeah, it uses about 3000 RF a tick, so we're going to need some decent power gen, but it should make light work of this area. Sort of, wow, a bit of a drop. Bit of redstone down there. What else we got? Some of your ChromatiCraft gems. Got to remember gravity's still here. So hopefully nothing falls on my head. Lots of surface quartz. Fluorite. So you can see this is definitely a good place to go mining. So that'll be something I will do in between. What's that? That's immersive engineering, I think. Copper, probably. Yep, copper ore. Awesome. So it'll be something I'll do in between episodes, is come down here and do some manual mining, because generally I've been doing all the mining in between. But this is definitely, and that's right, this thing has silk touch on it. Aha, awesome. Just means we need to grind it up. So what do we got? We got tin, creeper. Hey buddy, how you doing? Take that. Ooh, lapis. So yeah, I'm gonna have a bit of a look around, see what I can come up with. Maybe we can, oh look, diamonds, find some interesting stuff. You sir need to die. Ooh, wow. Alright. Anyway, and I'll come back in just a couple of minutes. Okay, so we are at the point where I need to make some more power. Disappointingly, in the in that mining world, I couldn't find sapphires. I would have liked to have done a bit of practical logistics. I'm not sure what the spawning is for sapphires, but it's either I find sapphire or I need to make a immersive engineering crusher, which isn't that bad. Shovel. Because you can get sapphire dust, I think it is sapphire dust, you get sapphires, something like that from lapis. So in that case, this spade shovel is very quick. In that case, it would be probably beneficial for me to make the crusher, because I want to be able to bring the items back. It's either that or, I mean, the alternative, really, the alternative is to make your spelling's good. Dimensional transceiver. I'll need to make 2 of these, which isn't that bad. I'm going to need to make an octadic capacitor. Again, not that bad either. Just time and power. This is the main bit. I'll need a soul binder, and I will need vibrant crystals and bits and pieces that I don't have available right now. A bit of fused quartz, solarium. So I'll have to make a soul binder, probably make a few more of the machines from Ender.io. So I'll need a slice and splice to make the Ender resonator. And we're going to need a couple of, which one was it? It was an Enderman soul, I think. Special Enderman or an Enderman. So I'll need to capture a couple of Endermans. Yeah, gonna do that between episodes. What we're gonna do in this episode for the rest of it, I guess, or for another chunk of it, is I want to build the diesel generator. So fairly simple. It's a 3x5 unit, and I'll put the radiators at this end. So it should fit actually quite nicely, like here. Like this. I'm pretty sure it's 6 of them. I just realised I don't have my hammer on me. I'll need to go and find it. Oh, and recipes. Let's see here. So recipe for this, it's just a lot of copper and steel. Copper, steel buckets, so it gives you 2. Threw one in a chest over there somewhere. These are similar. Copper, steel, and electrum. So the copper's in this. You got some iron, some redstone, some copper, all the way down. Lots of crafting. Pain in the backside. And this should these things made these before, I think. They're just steel, pistons, electrum. Okay. Think I need my hammer now. Thinking it's going to be in one of these chests. Nope, there it is. You can have that. Alright, so we got our engineer's hammer. Don't know where I have to right click it. Obviously anywhere will do. There's diesel generator. Power's going to come out the back here. On off here, and where does fuel go in? Oh, down there. Alright, so we'll hook up I don't think I've got any on me, a conduit from the tank to the generator. I'll put a lever on the side here again, something else I don't have on me. And then our power is going to come out here. I'm hoping, very much hoping, that I can put a couple of capacitors on the top here. So what have we got? We've got basic capacitor. Can't remember what the in-out of a basic capacitor is. We've got one over here somewhere, don't we? That's not what I want. So its input's 1000. So we're going to need the second tier of capacitor. We're going to need this one. So I'll need to craft up some stuff. But the idea is I want to put them on top, and then I'll put, once I've made it, the dimensional transceiver on top of that. And we can probably put another power monitor and have it switch on and off based on the level in the capacitor. Maybe. Possibly. Not sure. Yeah, so I don't want to hook fuel up to this yet because it'll start running. And I don't want to waste any power. So I want it to turn on and off. So I'm going to need to make some more stuff. I'm going to need that slice and splice and a bunch of other bits and pieces probably. So still got a fair bit of this episode left. So let me go and craft some stuff. Find out where I've left all my junk. So I might do the slice and splice. We need some solarium, a head, machine chassis. So we need some steel and iron bars. Shears, that's not too bad, solarium. Alright, I'll knock that up and we'll get some solarium going. I have some soul sand around here somewhere. Yeah. So I'll be back once I've crafted them up, and then we'll try and find an enderman and capture him. And we'll see how we go. Back in just a tick. Alright, I'm back. Kind of running out of time to get stuff done today, which is terrible. So just trying to finish up the slice and splice. So we need an iron axe. We need shears. That could be everything. Yes. So one slice and splice. And then we're going to need another iron axe and an iron another pair of shears. I really need to get a place to put all this sort of stuff. Don't think I can put it up there. I think it'll fall. Can go there. It's getting power from that capacitor. It's only an LV, but it's getting a bit of power. Right. So the slice and splice, as I said, will require a little bit more iron. And another axe. Shears. So they can go in there, ready for crafting. Wow, that was a bit of lag, sorry about that. So I think I'm at the point where it's going to require a ton of crafting to get to the next portion of what I want to do. So I think I'm going to wrap it up here. I know it's going to be a little bit short in terms of episode. Actually, it's going to be a big chunk short. So we are working towards the dimensional transceiver. We are also working towards an RF Tools builder. So this will be our quarry, not the dimension builder, the builder block. So this here, it's going to require one of these machine frames, which is going to take a couple of the inductive ingots, which isn't anything amazing. I will need to set up the pulse jet furnace should still be set up. I will need to just run that to get a couple of those ingots. So we're working towards this builder block. And once we get the parts we need, power module, this shouldn't be too hard. Our vendor shouldn't be too hard, or we just can use copper and make one. But and then 2 of the circuit boards, a couple of HSLA steel, and some inductive ingots, and we can get the machine frame. And then this here, just some bricks, redstone, and an ender pearl. And then what we'll do is we'll get a quarry shape card. So you've got different ones here. This is just a standard quarry. I don't know the difference in clearing and not clearing. I don't know if that what will this do? Item will cause the builder to quarry all blocks in the configured space and replace them with dirt. That's alright. So it's kind of a bit like a an ender quarry in that it will replace everything with dirt. You can see there its max area is 512 by 512 by 256. So I haven't got any of the infusion crystals, so we won't be able to infuse it to make it cheaper yet. But yeah, I think we'll work towards doing this. And as you can see there, 3000 RF a tick. Not sure what the diesel generator puts out in this pack. Standard it's 4096, but it may have been tweaked down, up, I'm not sure. So we may not even be able to run it until we get some of those infusion shards. So worst case, we may need to look at a dimension builder and trying to make RF Tools dimensions. But I don't even know if we'd be able to power them. So it'd be interesting to get into RF Tools and see whether it's possible to build our own dimension, and then maybe pick up some of the cards and that sort of stuff to be able to build something different. So I'll have a bit of a play with that in between episodes here. I'll make the builder and I'll make the dimension builder, and we will see if it's possible, even with the current power that we have. We may be able to run a dimension for a little while using the diesel generator. We do have a fairly decent stock of biofuel there, so that should keep it running for a while. We've got 512 buckets. Let's see if I take a bucket of this and can I just throw it in here? Does it have to be piped in? Well, I can throw it in. Don't know if it's going to run or not. There's no UI on the diesel generator. Anyway, yeah, so we'll get a couple of those items made. I want to try and get the quarry to run. Want to work towards the dimensional transceiver so we can get items to and from our mining age that we set up today. So thank you for watching the episode. Please leave those comments in that section below right, wherever it is on whatever device you're watching on. And I hope to see you all in the next episode. Thanks for watching. See you later.